Hi, I'm Lucinda. I'm interested in books, nature, music, and games like Journey and Portal 2. In my free time, I like to draw comic book characters. My project is about energy. Lightning. Why can't we collect lightning? It's free, it occurs in nature, it has lots of energy in it. Our sources for electricity these days, in spite of solar and wind and hydroelectric dams, are still very dirty. Coal, oil, and gas pollute the ground and the atmosphere, adding greenhouse gases, warming the oceans, and causing storms. So, if there are going to be more storms, maybe we can find a way to use them. What if we could collect the energy from lightning and store it in batteries for later use? How would we go about it? We could wait for a storm, but that doesn't seem very efficient. However, we do know what kind of conditions make for lightning storms. We could start there. Those conditions are humidity, hot and cold air, convection currents from the hot air rising into the higher, cooler air, ice particles, a good grounded conductor where the lightning can strike, like a lightning rod. Volcanoes erupting are great for heat and convection, but those are even harder to predict than storms. Factories and power generators create a lot of waste heat that they have to cool in towers and smokestacks before sending their discharge into the atmosphere. So we'll set up a lightning collector in the top of a big factory smokestack. Next question is, how do we store lightning? We can't use a typical battery because the lightning is too high energy for most types of batteries. Fortunately, someone has already figured this out. In the 18th century, a German named Ewald von Kleist and a Dutchman Peter van Moskenbroek invented a thing called a Leyden jar. The Leyden jar is a container made into what we now call a capacitor. How does it work? If we want to install it above a factory with lots of wasted heat energy, then we need to build it on top of a smokestack. The smokestack is where the coal smoke normally goes up into the atmosphere. Working as a long chimney, it directs the smoke upwards quickly, getting up into the atmosphere and away from the ground where workers need to breathe. The cover collects the heat in what's called a scrubber. All the heavily pollution sticks to replaceable sheets and can be removed regularly. A tall, narrow pipe pulls cold air in from the vacuum created as the hot air leaves. The hot and cold air creates the conditions inside our scrubber for lightning to form. A lightning rod is where the lightning strikes when it's ready. Our giant Leyden jar stores the electricity from the strikes until it's ready to be drawn off to the power substation nearby. That's how it works. If I had unlimited funds, I would hire engineers, build a test somewhere safe. We would find a factory with a lot of heat pollution, like a reactor or a coal-powered generator. We would install our lightning collector and scrubber and start collecting extra waste heat, electricity, and cleaning the air. Thanks for listening to my idea. I had a lot of fun making this.